There we go.
Hello, 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 hello. Welcome to Toonkind at 12 FPS, called Light Arson. I'm Heartless, and I will be playing Gil Treble.
I'm Fable, and I'll be playing Bob. Starting this out so giggly. we had a good couple of laps before starting the recording. Oh man. So I kind of imagine starting off. I imagine this happening at probably like in the middle of the week.
Mm-hmm.
Is Gil still technically like bedridden? Not bedridden, but
No. So,
if
after soul searching, he's been getting out of bed, and nobody can stop him now.
cool. Well, I imagine. I don't know. What time do you usually sneak out of the house or the apartment?
uh, Sometimes after Marcel leaves, it depends. I think today, right now, he's probably hanging out with Sandy and trying to help her with her villain laugh. Cause it needs some work.
I don't know. I feel like Sandy could get the hang of a villain laugh pretty good. But anyways, no. Gail, I would say yeah. It's around this time that you suddenly hear your pockets starting to ring.
Oh, well,
Bring, bring,
hold on a second, Sandy. Roll
bring,
hammer
bring.
space. That is a 10, so yes. Um, so Gil reaches into his jacket, because his pockets are hidden now, and pulls out the receiver and answers, says, "Hello?
Oh, hi, Gail.
Bob! Hi!
Hi. Quick question. Are you busy right now?
Well, I was helping Sandy with her laugh, but, Sandy, you were gonna leave soon to, go to a friend's house, right?"
Yeah, I was.
So, yeah, I'm pretty much free in a couple of minutes.
Oh, great. Well, I was wondering, and you can say no to this if you want. I need a little help with something. I was wondering if you could help me burn some things.
Where are you?
Dodo Studios. I'm at work.
I'll be right there. Click.
Okay.
Um,
How
I'm
quick? How
gonna
quick?
roll a survival check just to see if he gets lost on the way there.
Oh my God, Gil! How many times have you been to the studios? I feel like you should give him
Twice.
advantage.
He's been there twice.
He's been there twice though,
But
and
that's
he's been
that's
around
not
the
bad,
city.
though.
Yeah, that's
14
you probably
is
get a
not
bit
a
lost.
bad.
It's not bad. It's not great. You probably get a bit lost, but you manage to catch yourself or something.
Mm-hmm.
Now, question: does he walk through the front door, or does he sneak as usual?
No, he goes to the front gate, and he goes, "Oh, right. Hi. I'm here for Bob. Could you please just let me in?"
The owl looks at the desk, looks very skeptical at you. Lucky for you, you don't have to try and do much convincing because Bob quickly enters in. It's like, oh no, it's okay. He's with me. I had a feeling you'd get here about now, so I thought I'd come meet you.
Hi, Bob.
Wait, hi. You know, it just occurred to me that you came through the front door.
Yeah. What? Is
Uh,
that weird?
No. And Bob just smiles. Before gesturing further into the studio. Just this way to my office.
Yep. And Gil picks up his pace just to catch up with you. And just as soon as they're out of earshot, as far as Gil can tell, Gil's gonna lean over and say, "Sneaking in is only for when I'm here to cause trouble. We're not here to cause trouble, are we?"
Technically not, but I'm technically not supposed to do this. I mean, it's not illegal or against the rules. It's just not how I was taught to do things. I'm trying something new.
Well, new things can be fun.
Hopefully. I just need to grab a few things from my office, and then we can head up to the roof.
Oh, okay. Dramatic.
And
I like it.
It's probably not as dramatic as you think. And yeah, you reach his office pretty easily. At this point, Bob has gotten the hang of not getting lost in these studios. He's gotten familiar with the hallways.
Gil cannot be trusted to find his way anywhere, even with a map.
Yeah. And yeah, you see his office. It's actually pretty clean. It's pretty cleaned out. Gil, I think like the 2 times you have snuck into Dodo Studios, whichever times you've seen Bob's office, there's always been stacks of paperwork somewhere. But the only stacks of paperwork you see are like 2 stacks that are on the desk, and Bob goes over and picks one of them up. Looks at you a little apologetically and goes, "Actually, could you help me carry that last stack?"
Yeah, of course. I can do that. He
Thanks.
Walks over and just picks the stack up.
Thanks. I had a bit of a time getting everything up to the roof, and then I kind of realized that, oh wait, I might actually need some help disposing of all stuff. Anyways, yeah, this way. Yeah, he'll start leading again, and he'll probably like take you to the elevator because he doesn't want to take paper. He doesn't want to carry paper up flights of stairs. He learned that after the first 2 stacks of papers he had to carry up.
Toon logic says that if you're carrying papers upstairs, they're going to go everywhere.
Yep. And Bob has learned this the hard way. but Bob is nothing if not a fast learner. So, up the elevator you go, and luckily this elevator goes straight up to the roof. So yay! And as soon as you get to the roof,
I want to do something while we're in the elevator.
Oh, okay.
So, Bob, how's Ross?
Oh, Ross has been good. We're finishing up moving into the new place. We still had to move a couple things from his old place. I obviously didn't have a lot, and Rod's really happy to have a new place. But yeah, he's really good, and you can roll inside. You can roll inside if you want, but Bob is very much like blushing and just like, thinking about Ross makes him happy.
Straight roll, that's a 4.
4. Bob looks happy, I guess.
Gil's just going to nod. It's like, oh, okay. Do you think Ross would be free, I don't know, about 3 weeks from now for something?
3 weeks from now. That's Bob has to do 3 or 4. I think he might be a bit busy just this month with his own work. I can ask him for you.
Please. I don't remember his number.
Oh, that's no problem. That's no problem. I have it written down. I could give you. Obviously not now. Let's. Papers.
Yes, of course.
My hands are full. I'm gonna roll insight now, just to. It just goes. Wait, why do you want to talk to Ross?
Oh, no reason.
It's a 24. Want to rethink the?
Gil says no reason. He got a 14, by the way. But there's definitely a reason why he wants to talk to Ross, and it's definitely for some sort of shenanigans. And roll a I don't know, general history check.
All right.
Okay, so you would know from random pieces of news that the Hopeful Diamond exhibit is moving from a different place in Einquell to a museum called the Gallery of Curiosity, and it's going to be there in about 3 weeks.
Bob squints a little bit, and then he looks back forward, and he just says, "Don't get my boyfriend in jail, okay? My only request."
Of course not. Of course not. We're not gonna get caught.
Bob just slowly turns his head and looks at you, Gil.
What?
Not to say you do often get caught, which you don't. I'm sure you don't, but I would still like you to just. I want to be certain that you're going to be careful not to get caught.
Yeah, I mean, the person I'm going to have chases might even prevent us from stealing anything anyway, so.
You know what? I'm not going to ask for details. Realize I don't want to know. Oh, look, here we are. We're at the roof. Yay. And as Bob steps out, Gil, what you see is you realize where all that paperwork that usually is flooding Bob's office is gone.
Oh.
There is, to say there are mountains, compared to you two, since you are both very small toons, these are basically mountains of paperwork.
I see.
That are now on the roof. But it's all been neatly piled around this small little trash can that Bob has set up. There's a bit of gasoline.
Oh, I see.
I want to clarify. I'm not burning anything that is legally required for us to keep. All of this is just paper that has been put through use and is no longer required for filing.
Oh, you don't have to explain to me, Bob. And Gil just kind of saunters over to the trash can and places his stack of papers down.
Yeah, well, I thought, just in case, I didn't want there to be any misunderstandings. Since usually proper paper disposal is through paper shredder.
I didn't know that until you just said it just now, so.
I mean, paper shredder's you could just throw it away, but paper shredder's nicer. And then, you back it up and you send it to a recycling plant. At least here, that's how they do it. Back home, everything just went, to redactions. Bob says that actually a bit easier than you'd expect.
Gil's gonna pause for a moment because, yeah, redactions.
Yeah. Bob seems to catch on to that and just goes over to the bin as well and places the stack of papers in it. Okay. Want to get started?
Sure.
All right. And Bob is just gonna he's put the first stack of papers in. He snaps his fingers and casts a small hint of firebolt on the stack in the bin. And whoosh. This may take a while.
I mean, I don't have anything fancy to help it move along.
Wait, what? I thought you would.
No.
Oh,
Um.
maybe I should have asked Sandy then. I know she...
Uh.
not important.
I think one of my I think there's one, but I have to attack the paper.
Oh, I don't think you need to attack the paper. This is fine. I don't have anything else besides...
I
Not
mean,
much
I
besides
think
this
I
to
might
do,
have
so...
some matches somewhere in my hammer space, but
Bob just looks at the already, burning out, pile of papers.
Gil takes some papers and just drops them into the trash can.
Whoosh. Whoosh. Maybe I should have just brought more trash cans.
Maybe.
Eh. I feel like they both just, like, awkward silence stare at the burning fire for a while, and just occasionally feed it more papers.
For a couple of moments, Gil is silently staring at the fire.
And so is Bob.
But then he, So, about Sandy, do you... Do you know?
Yeah. I know enough.
About, the doctor?
I don't know a lot about the doctor per se. I remember some of her... I remember seeing some of her memories of him. They're not incredibly clear, but I do remember. Speaking of which, wait, what do you know about the doctor?
Well, I know that about 2 years ago, maybe verging on 3 now, not sure. A library in Ghibli burned down.
Huh.
And Dr. Ken Cal was the owner of that library.
Dr. Ken Cow.
Yeah, that's his name, by the way. Gil's expression clouds over, and his smile's grown a sharper edge to it.
And Bob was thinking to himself a bit, trying to basically dedicate the name to memory before looking at Gil and seeing his face and just going, and what are you thinking? You're thinking of doing something, that much I'm sure of. But what are you thinking of doing?
I made a promise to Psychopomp that I would kill him.
Roll insight.
Ooh, that's a straight 17.
Yeah, that's enough. Bob actually doesn't react much to it. He doesn't look too surprised, and he doesn't look upset by it either. Like, he looks like he understands, like, yeah, that makes sense. And I think he looks back at the fire and feeds a few more papers in.
Mm-hmm.
Before finally... Okay. I don't,
It's,
how do you plan on finding him?
That's the tricky thing. Pretty sure he's not dead.
Pretty sure he's not Dr. Kencal anymore either.
No, but...
And for all we know, he's not even an Inkwell.
That's a thought. He might
Well,
still be somewhere. And
I'm
beings
not.
like him shouldn't continue to exist.
Hmm. I don't know if I'm not going to stop you. I don't know if I don't. I'm still figuring out the kind of person that I am, or who I'm becoming, kind of thing, of being somebody. I don't know if I'm a somebody that kills. But
I,
I'm not going to stop you because I want her to be safe.
mhm. After learning about him, it's the first time I've ever wanted to kill someone. Ever.
Yeah, I don't blame you. With that in mind, has Sandy told you about a secret club?
Secret club? No.
Yeah. So I a while ago I brought her to Bon. He's the
Oh, that really strange real kind owl.
yeah Bon. Yeah, Bon. They're actually very nice. I brought her to Bon just to get a checkup. I figured she wouldn't be okay with just any doctor considering. So I thought Bon would be good. And
Oh, they're a
long story.
cleric.
Yeah, and long story short,
Oh.
I guess we made a secret club
Hmm.
for Sandy's secrets.
Hmm.
I guess we should ask if you could be a part of that, because I mean, if you know about the doctor,
She even told me a little bit about what he looks like.
not good, I imagine.
She plucked out his eye.
Oh no, yeah, I remember that. Actually, I'm pretty sure that was the memory that I saw. It was. Yeah, she really did. Bob reaches over and puts a few more papers into the fire.
Gil follows suit and
What about you?
what about me? What?
And Bob looks over you and gives you like he gives you a look, which you can roll insight on if you'd like.
Gil's gonna roll insight. Because Gil's. That is a nat 20.
Ha! Yeah, Gil, you've known Bob long enough, and Bob's a pretty open book. He gives you a look of, hey, like, we both know that you have been through, like, Sandy's not the only person who has been through a good bit. You've been through a good bit in the last month or so.
I'm still real. I'm fine.
Bob can't help but look a little doubtful. Gil, not not to say you're not telling the truth, but as someone who has died, you're you're not fine after something like that.
Well, I wasn't for 2 weeks. Uh, had a talk with Psychopomp that helped me feel a little better.
Well, that's good that you feel a little better. What about now?
Gil puts some more paper into the fire and watches it.
I don't mean to pry if you don't want to talk about it. Just we haven't talked in a while.
No, we haven't. The last time it was because I snuck into your suitcase.
I'm still amazed you managed to survive in there for as long as you did.
I'm amazed that nobody at the studio noticed my presence for the time that you were at the studio before you went back.
Yeah, I'm amazed you did. I'm amazed you didn't get caught.
To be fair, I could become invisible, so it's kind of hard to see what can't be seen.
Oh, that's right. You know, that's yeah, makes sense. Still though,
You know, I'm not sure I can do that anymore.
do what?
Become invisible.
Bob blinks. What?
I tried the other day and it didn't work. Yeah, the shopkeeper definitely saw me.
What? Wait, I don't think I quite understand. How come you
Yeah.
can't?
I don't know.
Has I mean, what's changed to not let you? Hmm.
Gil looks down at himself and at his jacket specifically.
Your
Kind of
jacket. Your
rustles it and still sounds like half plate.
Is it because your clothes have changed?
Well,
No, it
you
can't
see,
be just that.
my jacket is magic. After I got it, Psychopomp made it magic for me.
Oh, that's nice. That's nice of him. Them? He? She? Oh goodness, I don't know
He,
psychopumps.
I think.
Oh. Okay.
It's
I
kind of
haven't
hard to
met
tell with
psychopump
him.
yet.
Oh, he is here somewhere, but he might not be able to manifest, you know?
Oh. Are they a god? Oh, don't tell me they're a god, Gil. I've already met another god last week. It's
Wait, you met a god?
I
That
met
doesn't...
another god. I don't know why this keeps happening.
Who?
And Prismatone? I guess she has like an old temple in one of the parks here. Me and Rad found it. And
So... Bob, roll insight.
yeah, okay. 19.
Okay, so when you say prismatone, Gil looks at you and stares. Kind of with a very shocked expression for a number of moments, and then he recovers and shakes out of it and says, hmm. Prismatone.
Yep. I was a bit. I mean, I understand the shock. The shock. I mean, I wasn't expecting it either. I was actually incredibly concerned, considering the last deity we all met. But luckily, she seems to be, as far as I can tell, she seems to be all right. Oh, and
I've
surprise,
heard
surprise!
she's pretty fun. I don't know how good that source is, considering it comes from my nemesis, but you know.
Bob is doing some thinking. Wait, do I know about your nemesis? Have you talked about them before?
he's a new nemesis, and Gil gets this very complicated smile on his face as he dumps more paper into the fire.
Should I roll insight again, or can I roll with that 19?
Yeah, you can roll with that 19.
How complicated is that smile?
So very complicated. So when he says new specifically, there's an element of kind of old hurt there, and then his face kind of just transitions into, I don't know, just kind of the kind of smile Marcel gets when he speaks about Primrose or Tobias.
Oh, that makes Bob smile. But he doesn't comment. He goes back to looking at the fire.
I mean, I would say specifically before Bob pointed it out to Marcel.
Good. Bob's not saying it. Bob's actually not gonna say anything this time. With Marcel, he absolutely told Marcel, but I think he's gonna wait before saying anything to Gil. Well, it's not. Well, I do hope. Well, I do hope they're nice.
I don't know. Sandy seems to like him.
Oh, that's well. If Sandy likes him, then goodness, I would like to meet him then as well. But anyways, yeah. Back to Prismatone. Prismatone seems nice, but lo and behold, you guess who she knows as well.
Yeah, well, Little Miss Upstart is an upstart.
Yeah, it turns out. Retrospect, Clara, whichever. Turns out she's not very popular amongst other deities, or at least a good chunk of them.
Good. She's not. She wasn't a good person. She's still not a good person.
Yeah. Yeah, I am inclined to agree. Can't lie, that's probably one person I'm still very angry at. Sorry, I imagine that's not.
No,
I don't know if that is. You go ahead.
So, after I left the studio, after having fun with you guys, I ran into someone named Bondlock. And we just, became pen pals. And the funniest thing is that he knew Clara before she became Retrospect.
Bob is fully looking at you now, Gil. And what? Am I allowed to ask how she was before she was Retrospect?
Well, I could tell you that without even talking about Bondlock, because I picked up some of her memories.
Oh. What did you find?
She somehow murdered Amara?
Oh, I think...
That was the biggest one. She was very sick.
Did she do it with a blade? A sword or a knife?
Not the sword. But it looks a lot like the sword, except shorter.
Yeah, it's Prisbatone. I can't remember what Prisbatone called them. But one of them's able to steal time from
Sounds
others,
about right.
hour by hours.
Hmm.
She was given apparently some. I guess some other time gods. I guess they took pity and thought it was a good idea to give them to her.
Have I rolled religion to see if Gil knows any time gods? That's a 14.
Bob doesn't really know him, and I don't remember that, and I myself don't remember the names.
Time gods, time gods. Tick tack tock. I think that's a time god.
Possibly.
Sounds like a time god, if I'm gonna be honest.
It does sound like a time god. But most importantly, Prisbatone said her and the other deities can't really do anything about her while she's in her own. What was it? Memory lane? Is that what she called it?
Yeah.
Apparently, they can't really touch her in there, and she can't die while she's in there either.
Psychopomp couldn't reach us there either.
Oh.
He was there. He was with us, but he couldn't do anything.
I told Prisbatone if they found any sort of way of how to deal with her, that I wanted to help.
We'd have to drag her out.
That or just get the swords away from her.
That wouldn't work.
It might do something. At the very least, it could keep her from doing what she did to you.
As long as it remains there. I don't think getting it away from her there would do anything.
I don't know if fighting.
Get it back. You know. Gil takes another stack of papers and drops it into the trash can.
Bob looks like he's really thinking, though. Do you think it'd be possible to trap her there, though? I mean, it's like she's able to keep the other deities out. Then you'd think we'd be able to find some kind of loophole to not only keep her in, but maybe keep mortals from being able to go in as well.
If we could lock it from the outside, maybe.
I wouldn't even know where to begin. I can barely visualize in my mind how that place works with this place. I'm still figuring out how I've still only kind of recently done reading about planes and realities, and I have to tell you, Gil, No Man's was so much simpler.
Honestly, I'm gonna roll history to see if he knows anything about planes. Goodness.
Realities and existences. You know how it is. That stuff that really messes with that thing that really messes with your brain.
That's more Arcana stuff. You know, magic. I'm not really. Never really was into that. History's more my thing. Just thinking about other realities is starting to give me a headache.
Yeah. Maybe if that were a thing, maybe the other deities, or I don't know. If I see Prisbatone again, actually, I plan on seeing her again, so I'll ask her. But still leaves the problem with the swords. Wait. You said she killed Amara with it? I'm gonna roll history to see if Bob's or wait, should I roll history or Arcana?
Because Mara's. I mean, I think it's Arcana or Religion
Yes. Yeah,
because
Bob
they're
is right.
demons. They're
Okay.
demons. They eat nightmares.
Okay, yeah, Bob
they're
has in
immortal.
fact read up. Yeah, Bob has in fact read up on Mara's. Wait, so the swords were able to kill something immortal.
Bondlock said it shouldn't have been possible, but she did
But
it.
but she did it.
I saw the
So
blood on her hands.
I know that we can't kill her in her own place, but those swords kind of break the rules, don't they? On what can be killed or not. I hate being the one. Oh god, what am I talking about? I just said I'm not. I don't think I'm somebody who could kill people, and yet here I am talking about this.
I think it's the knives, really. But I don't know. She did break the rules. She was basically slated to die.
I can understand not wanting to die, but I think the price she paid. I don't know.
It wasn't a good excuse for what she did. To Bonlock, to her son. Ugh.
Huh.
To her husband, the Mara.
Who was her husband?
Yep. Talk about
Does fear
twisted,
of death really? I mean, I was scared, but does fear of death really drive people to do that?
Drove her mad.
Yeah, I guess so. Would it be possible to make her not scared of it?
I don't know.
I don't know. I am angry at this person, and to be honest with you, there's that small part of me that wants her to. And Bob is actually at loss for words. He's not actually sure how to word this. And you can roll insight if you want, but it's, again, Bob's a pretty open book.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna roll insight to see if Gil recognizes it.
Fair enough.
What's that? That's oh yeah, that's a 19.
Yeah. Gil, Bob is angry. Bob is talking in very much anger, and you've not seen it before, but that's hatred. This is a person he genuinely hates. And it's not an emotion
She messed with our identities.
Yeah, she did. Gosh, she really did. That was at least the one nice thing coming out of No Man's. I thought, at the very least, none of you would have to go through that kind of thing again, because I thought only No Man's would have something as terrible as that, but once more, the outside world continues to prove me wrong on things. I just wish I wasn't wrong about that.
Don't beat yourself up about it. Gil takes more paper and goes the fire.
Yeah, Bob, remembering that, oh yeah, they're supposed to be getting rid of paperwork. Takes a couple papers. Whoosh. I know that I'm not responsible, but it's still knowing when your family's gone through the same pain you've had to go through it. I'm angry, and I'm still not fully familiar with being angry. Ah.
Remember how I mentioned she had a son?
Yeah.
He's another person that I have to track down.
To kill?
Yes,
Ugh.
that half Mara's gotta die.
Do I want to know what he did to deserve that?
I don't think you want to know, but do you want me to say?
I. Bob looks unsure. From what I'm imagining, considering who his mother is, guessing he didn't have, just tell me. I'd rather not assume. Better I know and be certain that it's justified.
Okay. So, Gil's. Oh, Gil's furious.
Oh, Bob's familiar with that.
Yeah. It's. He's mostly keeping himself under control, but it's showing on his face, and he's shaking with how furious he is. And he says, Kyle took my, or has been, taking my friend apart piece by piece and hurting my friend so that my friend would play a specific part that this person named Airy needs him to play. And
Oh,
he's calling himself Violet the Toy Maker. And you could probably assume what that could mean.
Bob looks like he's processing this. Slowly nodding. Like, okay. Okay. Yep. He's a toy maker? Like officially? Or is that
Gil
just a
puts up
name?
his hands and does quotes toy maker.
No. I mean, this airy person has him do this for her?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know whether or not it's an actual, like, legal transaction? He also raises his hands and does the quote unquote legal transaction.
Oh, I
Fits
don't.
on paper.
It might be. I don't know this airy person. I just know Bondlock.
Would Bondlock know where this Kyle is?
Last, Bondlock said that last he knew, this Kyle person was in a place called Evershore Isles.
Did you say Evershore?
Yeah, you know where it is?
Not really, but I know 3 people who went there not too long ago.
Gil tilts his head and looks very quizzical.
Yeah, 2 people that work. Well, actually, all 3 people who work here. Tobias, Prim, and Marcel. They went. I'm pretty sure that's a place that they went to. That's before I
Gil's,
went back to. That was all the way back before I went back to No Man's.
Gil's eyes widened. So that's why they disappeared for a while.
I guess I could ask them. You want me to ask them for you, or do you want to ask?
I'll ask Marcel.
All right.
I live with him. after all. It's not
Yeah.
shouldn't be that hard.
So, plan to kill Amara, plan to kill a god, and a plan to kill a doctor.
Oh yeah, and those two tunes who wanted to eat its child. Remember them?
Oh yeah, them. Again, I don't think I'm a person who could actually kill someone. Physically and emotionally.
You won't have to.
I know, but I want to make sure you don't get killed in the process. What matters most to me is my family.
That's why you're gonna come with me, right?
Yeah, I will come with you. And to make sure you don't die.
Well,
We're getting messages right now, and
yep.
apparently Bob knows of Kyle, and I was questioning in my brain, it's like, wait, does Bob know about Kyle? My brain does not remember if Bob has been told about Kyle.
Apparently, the ECCR incident would have been on the news. Such common knowledge. So I guess, I guess Gil probably should have rolled the history.
Bob knows what Maras are, but I don't think. Yeah, I don't know how much Bob knows. I want to say he does keep up with current events, but there's some things that still like go over his head because this is Bob. So this, I think it'll still be something to be like, hey, wait a minute, this is someone that, like, yes, we've heard about this dude. We still don't know where he is or how to find him. But wait, there are people who have had more recent and in-person like dealings with this dude. We'll talk to them.
Right.
Anyways, back in character. But yeah, I will go with you to make sure you do not get yourself killed. I'm not going through that again. Making this very clear.
I made a pinky swear to Sandy to not leave her alone, so
That's good. Not. You don't mean literally, because she's not here right now.
I don't mean literally.
Okay.
I
Being sure. I was being sure.
just like going places symbolically, you know.
No. I understand. I just wanted to be clear.
Gil, to punctuate this mild awkwardness, he picks up a bunch of papers and whoosh, goes the fire.
I'm not gonna make you promise anything. But just be aware that if you do go after these people, I am coming with you.
Good.
And you don't have to worry about me getting hurt because, and he taps on his chest and you hear a thunk thunk. Bob's wearing armor under there. I've learned from my mistakes. I am much more padded and capable in a fight now. I think.
Well, that's good, but just in case, stay behind me, okay?
Yeah. All right. We're not bringing Rad though. Rad is not allowed to come.
Nope.
Should we come up
Probably
with an?
couldn't stop Sandy even if we wanted to.
Probably not. I don't think we should work. I don't know. I don't know how she would. How. I don't want that doctor to get close to her, but. And I don't know if she even wants to see him.
I don't think she does.
Should we even... Okay, this is all null until we actually... Sorry, it's moot until we actually find the doctor.
Mm-hmm.
I can... I don't know how much looking I'll be able to do, but at the very least, I could... I don't know, look at news, see where last... Oh, I wouldn't even know, but... I imagine there's some amount of paperwork I can go through that I can scrounge up somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
I do want to help.
Thank you.
Of course. Do we tell Sandy, though, if we find him? I don't want to lie to her. I'm not very good at it. I will probably fail.
Yeah, you should probably leave the lying to me.
But should we lie to her?
That's a good question. I don't know.
I
Picks up more papers. And
don't
drops
know
them
if
in the
it'll...
fire.
Maybe it'll make it more difficult, but I don't think we should... I don't think we should lie to her. I mean... Oh, hold on. Two seconds. Give me 1 sec.
Okay. Emotional moment.
Stupid. Hello?
Hello.
Oh, there we go. God smite my tiny apartment.
Oof. uh, right. Bob was saying that we shouldn't lie to Sandy.
Yeah. It may not make it easier for us, but... I don't know, I don't think... In the long run, at least, I don't think it would be good for us to lie. At least in this case. At least to Sandy.
I'd lie to protect her. Because, you know, she's kind of young, but...
Yeah, I know. She's 9.
I, kind of figured...
Yeah.
just
You know, I'm gonna go ahead and say...
beginning that she was pretty young. Because, yeah, usually people don't just go ahead and follow what I say. But she sure did flip over those railings for some reason.
Yeah, you, I didn't even run. Rad picked me up. And I didn't know how to say no to this situation.
Oh, if you had... I don't want to think about that.
No,
And
neither do I.
Gil drops more paper in the fire.
Yeah, looking back, I don't regret us following you out that window. Definitely not a decision I was expecting to make in my life, but I think I think things and myself turned out for the better because of it. A lot of chaotic things happened to it. Definitely, my vacation just kept getting more and more chaotic now that I'm thinking about it. And it already started off with me almost getting killed by a sandman, believe it or not. No, really. Bob, I think realizing that you're laughing at it, continues going on. It was this giant salmon. We were supposed to do like some finding game, and suddenly a giant sandman comes out of the ground and hits me, and I almost died.
Where did you go?
It was some It was a vacation island. I got hit in the face with a by a pamphlet. It's very weird.
I mean, that is the classic way to find anything here. Get hit in the face with it.
Yeah, so I've learned the hard way. That said, thinking of how much chaotic stuff not just happened to me, but has happened to us. I don't know. Maybe I'm jinxing it. I think that's the right word, jinxing it. Of saying that the trouble we're looking for will probably find us eventually.
Yeah, but the problem with it finding us is it gets the jump on us. If we find it first, we get the jump.
We could leave a bucket trap over the door. Would that work? We could be like, we knew you were coming this entire time and you've been tricked. And Bob is like looking out into empty space, pretending that he's pointing to like some villain or something.
You know, that would be pretty funny.
Oh god, I've spent so much time around my coworkers.
Now, there are a lot of people who try to get in here to kill your boss, right?
There are so many. That's how I got this job. I saved him from getting killed.
Seriously? Oh,
yes!
That's amazing!
Like me and two others, we saw these people sneak into the building and we followed after because, of course, that's apparently what you do when people sneak into a building. And yeah, we just stopped them from killing him. He's actually rather terrified, but he's actually kind of an idiot. My boss, I mean.
That's the engineer, right? Not the one with the big hair.
Well, technically, I'm the accountant, so I handle some of Moves' paperwork as well. I'm not gonna lie, he's a bit of an idiot too. They're both good. They're just okay. I don't want to talk about their filing system before I got there. I don't want to talk about it.
Too bad you hadn't seen any of his movies beforehand, otherwise you might have gotten a good idea as to what to expect.
Yeah, maybe. At least the movies aren't bad.
I certainly loved them growing up.
I wish I had them growing up. Would have made No Man's certainly more interesting. Actually, scratch that. They probably would have been banned at the first showing. Oh, but not anymore. Though.
Not anymore?
They asked me. No, they asked me to send them like a guide on Tunes and such. No Man's is starting to branch out, I guess.
Oh, that's a good thing.
Yeah, it is. It's certainly relieving for me. I don't think I'll be going. I still don't think I'll be going back anytime soon, for obvious reasons.
Good. Gil takes a pile of papers, puts it in the fire, and then kind of walks around the garbage can and kind of awkwardly puts his arms around Bob. I'd miss you.
Bob puts his arms around Gil, and it's a proper hug. I'd miss you too. It's not fishy to say that I love you, right?
What?
Well, because you're family. You, Sandy, and Marcel, your family. And I love all of you very much. I would miss you if I left. So I'm not leaving. Simple as that.
Good. I wouldn't have it any other way, brother.
Bob looks up to you and he's got tears in his eyes. He's starting to cry.
Gil actually more properly hugs Bob now. It's a proper hug, folks.
Your brothers, really?
Yeah.
Be so happy. Oh, do we have to sign papers already? I had to sign papers I signed papers for Marcel and Sandy after Bon adopted them.
Wait. Bob adopted them?
Yeah, it was Marcel at first. I think just so he had paperwork for medical things and such, emergency contacts, so on and so forth. Then he went ahead and did the same for Sandy. She had no paperwork. And then I put my name on it too because I just wanted to, their family want to be there for them. Speaking of which, how do you feel about signing medical papers?
My name really shouldn't be on any.
Do you want to make up a name?
I've made up plenty, but they still find me. It's probably not a good idea.
All right. Well, if you change
those
them
bounty hunters.
That's fair. Well, if you ever do change your mind, or if it ever does become a good idea, the papers are still there. I know where they are. Oh, but I'm really happy. And actually, you know what? I'm going to roll something Bob has never rolled in this case. As a 7, Bob's attempting to try and pick you up and do that happy,
oh, geez.
It's not working. Hold on. I can do. Why are you so heavy?
I've got plate armor on.
No.
My jacket is plate armor.
No, I give up.
Here, let me try. Idea. And I'm gonna roll, but this is just, just to see. That's a 14 plus 2.
That's enough. That does it.
So Gil picks Bob up and swings him around into a hug.
Oh, maybe I should start working out. I would like to be able to pick people up like this. It's very nice.
Yeah, it would be nice if I could do this with Sandy, but gosh, freaking heavy.
Yeah, I don't think I will ever attempt to pick up Sandy. Ever. I have no doubt that I will tear something.
Oh, definitely. Psychopomp made a joke the other day, like, what is she made of, concrete or something?
Roll insight.
That's a 2.
Okay. You're busy swinging and hugging. You don't see the face Bob makes.
It was pretty funny because I've tried sometime to pick her up and I immediately fail. It's hilarious, don't you think?
I can see the Toonish humor in it. When we're done with this, let's talk to Sandy about getting you into the secret club.
Sure.
Just so we're all on the same level. Speaking of, Bob still looks at the mount because you've definitely been making progress, but there's still mountains of paperwork, and Bob has a thought. This is taking a while.
Oh, Gil puts Bob down. I had a thought. The engineer glows. Do you think that has anything to do with fire?
I have seen that tune catch fire more times than I would like to count. So yes.
Well, why didn't you ask for his help?
I wanted to talk to you. And I thought you would enjoy what is technically arson.
Well, I am certainly enjoying it. Picks up more paper and drops it into the trash can.
I'm thinking of a dumb idea.
Oh.
I'm actually considering it. You've been a terrible influence on me. I hope you know that. Bob is going to pick up the can of gasoline that he has next to the fire pit. And he's going to start going over the stacks of paper. He's not really tall enough, so he kind of just splashes it about.
Gil, as soon as Gil figures out what Bob is doing, Gil is going to walk up behind Bob and pick Bob up.
What? Oh, thank you. And yeah, with the two of you, you managed to douse the entire mountain of paperwork in gasoline, and Bob makes a little gasoline trail away from it.
Yes!
At a safe distance, and he puts it down and he says, "You said you have matches, right?"
Oh yes. Here, let me get them out of my hammer space. Oh, that's a 1.
Oh, that's a 1. Please tell me he pulls. Please tell me he pulls out. Please tell me he pulls out the dynamite. Please tell me it's the dynamite.
18. What's 18?
What's he pull out?
So, he reaches into his jacket and he pulls out a block of ice containing a chapbook, and his expression sours for a moment. Yeah.
What is that?
Well, it was supposed to be my access to my money. And he puts it back into his pocket. Let me try again.
Oh, your asset's been frozen. I get it.
Yeah.
That's funny.
He does pull out a, actually, he pulls out a lit stick of dynamite.
No.
Here we go.
Not that.
He throws it.
No.
Out the pile.
Run! I think Bob actually casts shield. As soon as the dynamite is thrown, he casts shield.
Gil is going to step right. Gil's going to pick up Bob and run.
Jeez, so just about. Where is he running to?
The edge of the
Wait, Gil, that's the edge. Gil, that's the edge of the building. Gil, what are you planning?
We'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Will we? Does Bob need to cast Featherfall as well?
I think the explosion happens now.
Yeah, the explosion. Does Bob need to cast Featherfall?
We need a dex save. Each of us gets +4.
Can I argue for advantage? Because Bob has had his spell shield up.
Well, the thing is you get a +4 because of Aura of Protection. It's a dex save.
Okay.
Like, that's the reason why Gil picked Bob up.
Okay. So, dex save. D20 +1 +4. Oh, 21.
Yeah. So, both, easily, even with the souped up explosion. Actually, I think Gil jumps off and then twirls around and catches the edge.
Bob is just clinging to Gil for dear life.
Yep.
And you just, you hear just that boom. And I think a few moments later, you look up, well, safe to say the papers are probably gone. Not sure about the fire, though.
Do you think anyone's going to notice?
A few seconds later, you hear the fire alarm in the building go off. No, Gil, I don't think anyone will notice. At all. Tell you what, that's all I had to do today for work. You want to go get lunch?
Yeah, it's probably best to leave before anyone sees what we were doing.
Yep. Not that I'm scared of it. Not that I'm scared of Engineer. He's actually done way worse than this, so hopefully I will
you're
not.
gonna have to tell me about that or for lunch.
Honestly, I'm more scared about Bon about this.
Oh.
Bob's face just turns red. Let's just go get lunch, please.
Okay. Gil's going to start swinging along, and I'm gonna see if he can be fancy and do some dex work to get to the ground.
I would just fall down. I have feather fall.
He does not. His fingers slip.
Bob casts feather fall. I had a feeling.
Laughs the whole way down.
Bob, against his better judgment, chuckles along. Oh, I'm so going to hear about this tomorrow. That'll be a problem for tomorrow's Bob. For now, lunch.
Yes. I'll go talk to Bon, if that'll make you feel better.
Is that a good idea?
No, not about this.
Oh, okay. Because I'm pretty sure Bon will kill you. And then bring you back.
Hilarious.
I am not joking.
Oh, that'll be funny, though.
I'll take responsibility for the papers and the setting on fire. You're just responsible for the dynamite.
I'll make sure to tell them that.
Bob is regretting his choices. Though he oddly doesn't fully regret it as much as he would have. But yeah, oh boy, he's going to be hearing about this later.
And they alight on the ground, and Gil puts Bob down.
Thank you. Where do we want to eat? Heard of this place called Panini Queen. Heard that was good.
Ooh, I haven't had paninis in a really long time. Let's go there.
I don't think I've ever had a panini. What is a panini?
Oh, it's great. Yeah, I can't really describe it to you. You're gonna have to just try it for yourself. Come on, let's go.
Oh, okay. Off they go. Depending. Is that where we end it? Is them going off to get some paninis?
Yep, that's where we are gonna end it.
I cannot believe
for joining us.
I cannot believe. I didn't think you'd actually throw it.
I mean, it's either throw it or have it blow up in his face, because that's what that's supposed to do.
Oh, man.
Because that's the joke.
Oh man, I'm gonna have to talk to Maud and be like, hey, so Bob and Gille kind of blew up the roof of Dodo Studios. Kind of.
The roof itself probably doesn't really have.
No, it's probably got like a scorch mark on it.
Yeah, it's probably got a scorch mark on it, but it probably doesn't have like a dent or anything.
No, probably not. But there's a scorch mark, and people definitely heard the boom inside the building. And I think everyone in the building at this point is just like on alert for any explosions. So,
Any unscheduled ones?
yeah. So they're just like, wait, hold up.
That's not on a schedule.
Immediate red alert. And Bob and Gille flee the scene and go have paninis.
Thank you for joining us for Light Arson.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, light arson.
Goodbye, everyone.
Goodbye.